In a Zen legend, Bodhidharma arrives in China from India, has his encounter with the emperor, and then goes to Shaolin Temple, where he sits facing a wall for 9 years. And when we sit facing a wall, we're evoking that. The phrase which is rendered as wall contemplation is Pi Kuan. Classical Chinese is notoriously terse, and the expression means simply something like wall gazing. It doesn't say who's doing the gazing. If it's a person gazing at a wall, or if it's the wall gazing. Because of the pictorial representation, we think, without inquiring further, that the phrase simply means that Bodhidharma is practicing zazen facing the wall. But that isn't really an explanation at all. The wall is plainly not an object or the object of meditation. And so the phrase, I think, makes sense when we interpret it as meaning that when sitting, we are like a wall gazing onto the world. Well, what does that suggest? Firstly, that the wall, like a tree or a mountain, is rooted in the being of all things. So, non-dual. And second, that the wall doesn't differentiate. So the wall will equally see all beings and all states with a gaze that might be variously equanimous or compassionate or loving or anything else. In that sense, the wall is like a stone mirror. And if we look at it in that way, then we can see a connection between this idea of wall gazing and the alaya consciousness that we encounter in Yogacara. And of course, Bodhidharma was known for bequeathing to his successor the Langavatara Sutra, which is the main Yogacara sutra. So the phrase is evocative and open-ended. We should approach it as we should approach all the teachings, not as a puzzle to be solved and then never returned to, but like a person. So for all the sutras, for the teachings, it is like we're encountering a person who is not exhausted by definition and classification, but who, from moment to moment, offers the opportunity of a living conversation about practice.